cases have been recorded by the Epidemiology Unit of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment for the period January to June 2024. While the threshold required indicating an outbreak has not been exceeded, the Ministry of Health is encouraging persons to take all necessary precautions to protect themselves and those at risk from severe dengue fever. Persons at risk of experiencing severe symptoms of dengue fever are children, pregnant women, the elderly, and persons with pre-existing conditions such as diabetes and hypertension. According to a release, most recorded dengue cases are children and adolescents in the ages ranging from 5 to 19 years old. Dengue fever is a mosquito-borne illness that is caused by the bite of an Aedes aegypti mosquito, which is carrying the virus that causes dengue. Persons are encouraged to seek care early from their health care provider if they are experiencing fever accompanied with nausea, vomiting, skin rash, body aches and pains, which includes eye pain, typically behind the eyes, muscle, joint, or bone pain, swollen glands, and persistent headache. The closing ceremony for the production and management of disease-free sweet potato planting material training workshop, a crucial element of the regional sweet potato value chain enhancement and technology transfer project, was held at the Orange Hill Agriculture Biotechnology Center. Participants took part in activities such as a lecture on nursery management of sweet potato plants, harvesting planting materials, testing procedures, and country-specific presentations on sweet potato productions in their respective nations during the final day. They also visited the Caribbean Agriculture Research and Development Institute field station in Orange Hill to observe the diverse sweet potato varieties. The day wrapped up with a formal closing ceremony signifying the end of the training. This occasion recognizes the dedication and accomplishments of the participants. Certificates of completion were presented to participants from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Antigua, Barbados, Guyana, Belize, the Cayman Islands, and Grenada. Expressing gratitude, participants shared testimonials highlighting the knowledge and skills acquired during the 3-day training. Still on the local scene, an investigation into the death of Dwayne Jacobs from Paul Over has been launched by the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force. The body of the 34-year-old man was found in a river near his home with multiple gunshot wounds and a broken right foot. An official release by the RSVGPF states that on the night of June 18, 2024, police received reports of gunshots fired in the vicinity of Mr. Jacobs' home. Jacobs was not found until the next morning, Wednesday, 19th June 2024, after police returned to the scene and conducted a thorough search, discovering Mr. Jacobs motionless in the river. The district medical officer was called and pronounced Mr. Jacobs dead at the scene. On the regional scene, a post-mortem examination by a forensic pathologist has been requested by the sisters of 29-year-old Chemo Grant, who died in Barbados' Central Police Station while being held in a cell. Attorney Marty Gans, representing the sisters, said that a letter has been sent to the coroner's office requesting the performance of an autopsy by the island's lone forensic pathologist, as the relatives seek answers into the circumstances surrounding Grant's death on June 9, 2024. According to reports, Grant was found unresponsive by officers who were conducting regulation checks and was later pronounced dead. On Wednesday, at the office of Pilgrim and Associates, Gans, along with Tyra Trotman, representing Grant's sisters, Tricia and Kim, told reporters they would be asking for full investigation into the matter. King's Counsel, Michael Lashley, on Tuesday, not only called for a full investigation into Grant's death, but for the introduction of new legislation to safeguard the rights of individuals held in police custody. He also proposed the appointment of state duty counsels through legal aid to represent suspects during police interrogation if they do not have a lawyer of their own. French authorities recently seized 1.1 tons of cocaine approximately 100 kilometers south of Martinique after the interception of a Venezuelan vessel. In a Facebook post, the authority disclosed that the Venezuelan flagged sailboat was spotted by a Barbados-based regional security aircraft. The French Navy vessel, Dumont d'Urville crew, then boarded the sailboat and discovered 40 bales of cocaine weighing 1,165 kilograms, which they seized. The French law enforcers handed over the sailboat crew and their illicit cargo to the Venezuelan authorities at sea. In a release, the Force Army Os Antilles disclosed that Venezuelan authorities would destroy the drugs in Venezuela in the presence of a French representative, while the suspects would go on trial. The release praised the excellent cooperation with the Barbados-based RSS. Since the start of 2024, over 15 tons of narcotics have been removed from distribution networks. Finally, on the international scene, family members of victims in two Boeing 737 plane crashes, which occurred in 2018 and 2019, are asking for prosecutions and a fine of $24.8 billion for what is described as the deadliest corporate crime in U.S. history. Paul Cassell, the lawyer representing the families, said the amount is justified and clearly appropriate, considering the enormous cost of Boeing crimes. Mr. Castell stated that the U.S. government should prosecute the leaders of the company, noting that 346 people were killed in the 2018 and 2019 crashes. Boeing's chief executive, Dave Calhoun, apologized for the grief caused by the company in a 32-page letter highlighted on Tuesday by Mr. Castell while he presented evidence to the Congress. In October of 2018, 189 passengers aboard a Lion Air flights died after the aircraft crashed into the Java Sea 13 minutes after takeoff. In March 2019, 157 persons on board an Ethiopian Airlines flight died after the aircraft crashed 6 minutes after takeoff. Both crashes are said to be linked to a faulty flight control system. The Justice Department has until July 7th to decide whether to revive the case. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.